In case you didn't know, you just don't have to go. You don't even have to have a reason as to why you're not going to go or why you don't want to go. You're just allowed to say no, just to make that very clear. I mean, at this point, you are probably just used to going. You're probably getting fucking tired of it. It's like a burnout experience. You go there and it's the same thing that it's always been. You just feel obligated to go. You feel guilty if you don't go. But now you're at this point in your life where you're doing all this work on yourself and you're starting to see not only yourself, but you're starting to see everyone else for who and what they are. The whole self other dynamic. And now, this whole idea of going to a family holiday gathering is just not what it it's not even that it's not what it used to be, because what it's always been has been the same thing that has led you to this point of looking at it from afar and being like, wow, my family is really, yeah, don't even need to say it, it's just so clear. And I just kind of want to like stay away from that. I want to keep myself at a distance. I'm just using an example to put things into perspective, because I know that the holiday is pretty much here. Well, I would say the first major holiday of this year, and you don't have to go if you don't want to. And I understand that you might feel obligated to do so. And I just wanted to clear that out of the water to make it make sense. You don't have to go. You're allowed to say no. It doesn't matter how many times you've gone. It doesn't matter if you've been feeling guilty about not going. It doesn't matter if you've been like setting yourself up with this idea that you have to go. You don't have to go. You're allowed to say no. And if anybody pushes back on that, it's not your problem. But if you do, however, instead choose to go, let's at least take the time to tune yourself for a shit show, for a chaotic holiday family gathering. Because the likelihood that you're going to arrive there and you're going to be faced with Karen, who wants to say to you, so how's the whatever it is that you're doing again going? Healing? Is that what you call it? You you new agers, you think that you're so high and mighty, you think that you're doing something with yourself. How's that going for you? The water must be cold, isn't it? Yeah, the Karens will be there, and there'll be more than just one. Your entire family is probably a Karen, to be honest with you. One just massive glob of a Karen that's telling you what you should be doing with your life, has absolutely zero boundaries, probably is challenged by empathy, and wants to tell you what you should be doing, what you're supposed to be doing. Oh, why don't you just be like little Timmy? He's younger than you and he's doing better than you. So if I haven't made it clear already, you don't have to go to the shit show of a holiday family gathering, because Thanksgiving is approaching this next Thursday. And I know that there are a lot of people out there that, one, aren't going to go because, I mean, this video is really not for you. You can enjoy the first part of it that's just humorous. But also the other part that feel obligated, not only obligated, but you're also somewhat curious as to learning more about the fucked upness of your family's fucked up dynamic. So you're going to take the opportunity, and you might even leave your, if you have one, your significant other behind, because I mean they may already even be aware of just how fucked up and dysfunctional your family system is. So they're like, yeah, listen, babe, I'm gonna stay back there. You just have whatever you want to with this back and forth war zone of a fucking crazy shit show that is the family system. I'm going to chill back and even avoid my family. Yeah. Good luck, soldier. So, tuning yourself for a shit show, a chaotic holiday family gathering, there are a few things that I would look at. First and foremost, and I really mean to reinforce this, like I said in the beginning, you're allowed to say no. You're not in survival anymore. You don't have to do things that you don't want to do. You don't have to appease. You don't have to people please. You don't have to emotionally caretake people. You are a full grown adult. If you're watching these videos, you're a full grown adult. You don't have to say yes to something that you don't want to do. You don't. You don't. So let's get that out of the air. So if you've gotten past that point and maybe you've been like, oh wow, I've watched 5 minutes into Chris's video and now I've been reinformed that I don't have to go to this thing that I actually don't want to go to. Yeah, you don't. You absolutely don't. Stay home. If you don't want to be like, I don't know, re-traumatized all over again, just stay home. If you don't want a unfriendly reminder that your family lacks healthy boundaries and they're going to vomit their shit all over you again for the fucking millionth time at this point, stay home. Other than that, this could be an opportunity for you to get more comfortable with being in your own frame, feeling safe in your own frame, being more aware of who you are. Not only that, but also who your family is. Like, imagine you're just sitting there at the dinner table and you don't even have an appetite because you're sick to your stomach with how fucked up everyone around you is. So you're just like observing everyone, and there's a Karen, you're surrounded by Karens. Your whole fucking family is a Karen. So you're just sitting there and you're like, wow, you guys are fucking unhealthy to say the very least. Whole bunch of enmeshment stuff going on, whole bunch of status stuff going on. There's no real, or not real, there's no healthy intimacy taking place here. And you guys are tolerable with this. You guys are accepting of this. That's fucking wild. Oh shit, you just asked me a very personal and deep question in front of all of these people. Yeah, I'm not going to answer that. Oh, wow, you're going to guilt me into answering that. Now you're gaslighting me. Well, I knew you were like that, and I kind of predicted that it was going to happen. So I'm going to be solid in my frame. I'm going to be grounded, or what I've been hearing people say in this new age based. All this new lingo. It's so lovely. Yeah, I'm going to be based in my frame. I'm going to be good here, kind of low key under the table, texting back and forth between me and my partner or me and my friend, whoever the fuck it is. Oh shit, that's a funny fucking meme. Yeah, LOL. I cannot wait to get the fuck out of here because these people are just as unhealthy as I remember they were. Send. Damn. When is the pumpkin pie coming? I'm looking forward to the pumpkin pie. Oh shit. You fucking burnt the pumpkin pie, Nancy, so I can't even enjoy a fucking pumpkin pie? Damn. Shit. Well, I came here knowing that I had free will to come here, and I chose to come here. I could have chosen not to come here. Kind of regret not coming here. So next year, I'm not going to RSVP to this shit show of a war zone that you guys call a happy, lovely holiday family gathering. No, I'm not going to RSVP to that. I'm not. But what did I learn this time around? I learned to hold my boundaries. I learned to discover and feel safety within myself because none of you guys are safe at all. Y'all are fucking boundary violating shit shows. That's what you are. And I'm realizing now is that I have been developing something within myself all along that probably none of you guys are going to understand. I'm not even going to try to communicate it or explain it because this is my experience and that's all that matters to me. Yeah, yeah. Tuning yourself for a holiday family gathering that you know is going to be chaotic is really all about giving yourself pretty much what it is that the little you didn't get in childhood. You don't have to be reactive. You probably know that now. You're seeing everything for what it is. You're seeing the unhealthy dynamic for what it is. You can be in your own frame of authenticity and choose to do whatever it is that you want to. And that includes not going to the gathering because you know that it's going to be unhealthy. But if you do choose to go to the gathering, the most beneficial thing you can do besides being boundaried and being regulated and being safe in your own frame, the other thing is just observing. seeing everyone for who they are, seeing everyone for what they are. The entire boundaryless dynamic is really what it's all about. And recognizing that for what it is, and also recognizing the differentiation between self and other, and being like, oh, wow, yeah, that's your shit, not mine. Oh, wow, Karen. Both metaphorical and literal. If somebody's name is Karen at the table, and not only do they have their name, but they also have the characteristics of a Karen, whew, that is a double win right there. But for another, sort, Nancy, you could utilize Nancy. Nancy is like a halfway Karen, in my opinion. Uh, Still somewhat bitching and complaining and all that stuff, comparing you, triangulating you, doing all that stuff. Sometimes it's about the name, sometimes it's not. I somewhat feel bad for Karens because they're not all actually Karens. Sometimes they just hold the name. Um, but seeing everyone for who they are and not trying to change them, but just seeing them as they are and being like, oh, yeah, you are still the same Karen that you were last year. You have not done any work on yourself. You've not even examined yourself. Wow, you are way too avoidant to even look at yourself. Oh, so, feel bad for your husband or my uncle, who I also know is stressed. Oh, maybe that's why he drinks so much. Yeah, yeah, wild. So again, just to make it very clear, you do not have to go. You don't. If you don't want to, you don't have to go. If you are fortunate enough to be a part of a family system, though, that is healthy, has healthy boundaries, is functional, allows for individuation and differentiation, and altogether just autonomy, yes, that is awesome. Unfortunately, not everyone is. Kudos to you. That's fantastic. Maybe you can actually go to a gathering that is fun, it is beneficial, and it is just an actual time of like being together and having fun. But for the other people, you don't have to go. If you do end up going, tuning yourself for a shit show of a family gathering for the holiday is really all about tuning into yourself. Tuning yourself in this sense is about tuning into yourself, being in your own frame, being in your own boundary, being, or multiple boundaries, whatever it is. And then with that, discovering safety and regulation within that. And then when you're in the presence of these people that are not healthy, just being the observer, just being the person that recognizes the entire dynamic for what it is, and just seeing everything and being like, whew, and then just continuing to, bring yourself back to yourself, because it's likely that if you were raised in a dysfunctional environment, you learned to tune into everyone else. Tuning into everyone else can lead to dysregulation, especially when other or everyone else is unsafe or are unsafe emotionally. They're volatile, they're all over the fucking place. People are going to be talking about politics, likely, at the dinner table. What does everyone not talk about? I'm just kidding. No, what does everyone talk about, even though it leads to a bunch of crazy shit between people that lack healthy boundaries and attack each other and can't just have healthy conversations? Politics. And we know that this season's political game was just out of this world. From my end, no comment. Um, but we all know what people are going to be talking about. They're going to be talking about that. They're going to be talking about the new year and everything. They're probably going to be attacking you for whatever it is that you do or don't do. So just being present with yourself, being tuned into yourself, and seeing other. That's really what it's about. It's about being present with yourself, being tuned into yourself, being safe with yourself, being regulated, having boundaries going into the entire dynamic of what you will and will not do, and even what you will and will not tolerate. Shit, if it gets that bad, get up from the fucking table and drive right the fuck away. Abuse is unacceptable. Boundary violations are unacceptable. See everything for what it is. Don't be distracted by what it's not. Don't take anything personally. People vomit their stuff all over people all the fucking time. People that lack healthy boundaries, that is. And that's just the way that it is. Be the observer. Just look at everything and be like, wow, holy shit. Damn. And that's it. It's really that simple.